It is my honor to introduce Chief of Staff to the International President of the International Association of Machinists and Aerospace Workers Union, Sister Monica Lee Silbas.
Good morning. Sisters, brothers, siblings, friends, and dear family members. Every year, we gather as a union, a family, and a labor movement to memorialize those that we have lost on the job. Not only is this a solemn and important occasion, but it is a time to simply stop and think of our loved ones. It's a time to close our eyes, breathe, and focus in on that picture of the ones we've lost. It is an opportunity to honor and acknowledge our fallen members and reflect upon the nature and the purpose of our organization, the purpose of ourselves, and the resolution of how we handle things today, how we depart from each other, thinking there will be another day to talk, to hug, to love. But sadly, for many of us, we don't get that chance to say goodbye the way we would like to. Workplace tragedies are the worst because they make us question why this should have never happened, what could have been done to prevent it, and who could have stopped this from happening. Workers blame each other, and every year we pledge to do everything within our power to stop these senseless and unnecessary workplace deaths. Tragedies are too often the result of valuing profits over the lives of workers, of placing profits over people, of placing profits over family. Every day, we mourn the dead and recommit to fighting for the living. But do we really? Do we just say that, or are we really fighting for the living? For the past 2 years, we have fought not only for workplace losses, but at home losses that are due to COVID. Many workers contracted COVID at work. And I ask you, did we fight for the living then? I know that the Machinists Union has fought hard with corporations that we represented to protect our workers, our members, and their families. But many of these were simply senseless. Sisters and brothers, this year is different. So much different than any year that preceded it. This year's ceremony comes with even a greater level of grief and sorrow, and with even a greater sense of outrage. To those members that have been affected and to the families of those who have lost loved ones, the Executive Council of this great union sends their heartfelt thoughts and prayers. Please know you are not alone. Siblings all across Canada and the United States stand with you to offer comfort, condolences, and support. Perhaps more importantly, we pledge to fight at every turn and in every forum to ensure that workers in our two countries and across the globe are provided with the protection they need to protect themselves, their co-workers, their families, and their communities. It is 2022, and my God, did anyone think we would have lost so many lives today? From the very beginning of this pandemic, the IAM has made it our #1 priority to keep our membership and their families safe. And as we begin to relax the guidelines and attempt to get back to what some may call a new normal, I plead with you to be mindful. Remember, we are not out of the woods yet, and we must continue to be vigilant at home, in the workplace, and in social settings, because your life is simply worth too much. We are the fighting machinists, and we demand that every member go home healthy every single day. It is wrong, immoral, and unethical for workers' health to be imperiled in the pursuit of profits, technology, or strenuous demands on the job. The lives of working people must live on. Winston Churchill once said, "We make a living by what we get, and we make a life by what we give." And I say, give to yourselves the love of the lives you've lost. They may not be physically here, but they are here, and forgive yourselves for thinking you could have changed anything. Instead, commit to yourselves on what you plan on doing to make things better at work. Do this for the lives of transportation workers, aerospace workers, healthcare workers, airline workers, government employees, factory workers, railroad workers, woodworkers, and any worker that we have lost. Commit yourselves to improving the lives of all workers for the future of our children and our grandchildren. Mother Jones warned us, mourn the dead, but fight like hell for the living. Are you ready to do that? Because together in union, we can do that. So wipe your tears, my friends, sit yourselves up, and hold your head up. We are living for the ones who are not. Now remember, our brothers and sisters who have lost their lives over this past year. Let us work together and dedicate their lives to be more safe. To remember that a life is more important than making a quota. And that fighting for workers is not just something we say, but a mandate for all of us. Today, each fallen sibling will be memorialized with a brick here on the hallowed grounds of the IAM Workers Memorial here at the Winpisinger Center. And just look around. Look at these beautiful grounds that were built by IAM members. They built it with their hearts in their hands. It is just too sad that more blocks, more bricks had to be built. We remember their lives and we send our thoughts to their relatives and their IAM families. Brothers and sisters, again, I give you my deepest condolences during this difficult time for the members of this great union. And remember, the fight never stops, not while we are still here. May God bless each and every one of you, your families, and this great union. Thank you.
Michael Fisher, Local Lodge 459. Roger Conma, Local Lodge 1351. Members that passed from other causes: Dennis Lee Loeffler Jr., Local Lodge 24. Lawrence Larry Thomas, Local Lodge 24. John Colin McKenzie, Local Lodge 2797. Albert Acosta, Local Lodge 175.